Forward in the cycles of 9, we can begin to explain the idea in the following way. 9, as many of you already know, is what you have called a reductive number, numerologically speaking, and mathematically speaking. In other words, it is self-referential. Any multiple of 9, the numbers in that answer of any multiple of 9 will also reduce to 9. So 9 as a number actually kind of represents a sort of, shall we say, border beyond which you actually cannot go in your physical reality. Because any number after 9, again, like 10, simply reduces to 1. 11 simply reduces to 2. 12 reduces to 3. And so on and so forth. But you will never get past the reduction of the number 9. So it acts in that sense as the border, vibrationally, of your physical reality. The idea thus being that taking the number of humanity, 5, adding to it the number representative of transformation, 4, then you have humanity transforming equals the vibration of 9. In other words, it's the highest vibration you can achieve in physical reality, numerologically speaking, in that first set of numbers. And this is why it is so important to allow yourself to be fully in your humanity and allow yourself to fully transform, because then you achieve the highest frequency possible that is representative of the actual border, of the threshold of your physical reality. And this is what is meant by going into your fourth density reality. This transformational reality, where physical material reality and space and time become far more flexible, far more malleable. As if to reinforce the idea that the number of 9 is actually representative of the threshold or border of your physical reality, universe, even the speed of light, 186,300 miles per second, those numbers actually reduce to 9. Thus, it represents the fastest you can go in physical material reality. You cannot go past that threshold without actually shifting to another dimension altogether. Oh, but wait, say some of the scientifically minded friends in the audience. Bashar, the actual precise speed limit of light is 186,282 miles per second. 186,300 is just rounding it up. Well, all right, my scientific friends, but if you actually take time to notice, 186,282 also reduces to 9, so you can't get away from it. Just add the numbers up, you will see. If you keep adding and adding and adding together, they will come out to 9. Now, the idea in this way of the cycles of 9 is that in years, which can reduce to the number of 9, and also sometimes in years which can reduce to the number 3, because 3 is the square root of 9 in that sense, and so is intimately connected to it, you will find that there are certain demarcations that can now be implemented, now be overlaid over certain ideas in your society, certain experiences in your society, and specifically with respect now to the idea of contact. If you will allow yourself thus then to take advantage of the idea of the 9 vibration, symbolically, in permission slip form, in whatever way, shape, or form your imagination so desires, to focus on that vibration, that reductive, self-reflective number of 9, being the highest vibration representing the threshold, the barrier, the border of your physical reality just before you cross into another dimension. And use your imagination to create whatever form of reflective permission slip you wish to create with respect to that particular frequency. You will more readily align yourself specifically to the cycles of 9 that represent the windows of contact as they will now begin to unfold from this point forward. All these things are not definitive. They are simply suggestions, offerings, perspectives, permission slips. If you find you resonate with the idea that's been suggested, then by all means shift in the direction of the reality where you can experience that, because you're saying that's the permission slip, that's the reflection you believe will assist you the best in raising your vibration with the mass consensus in the way that you prefer to. But if hearing a suggestion like that, you find that you don't quite resonate with it, then understand you'll shift in a different direction, and some other synchronistic thing may be representative of the permission slip that you require to allow yourself to raise your vibration. Yes? So it doesn't really matter what it is, but when you hear things like that, it gives you an opportunity to decide whether that would work for you or not. It's that simple. Everyone is always offered different ideas for how to experience their reality. You are the ultimate arbiter of what you believe will work best for you. So when you hear a notion like that, simply sample it, like a fine wine. Well, not quite what I'm looking for. How about this vintage? Oh, well, glug, 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 glug. A little more palatable, but not quite what I'm looking for. Oh, how about this one? Glug, 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 glug. Ah, that hits the spot. It's up to you. It really is. Physical reality is your creation. There is no physical reality apart from your definition of it. So when other people offer you their perspectives about what might be a permission slip that works for them, you get to decide whether or not you want to agree with that and co-create that in your reality, or whether you would like to go down another path. Doesn't matter. Because you will attract what you need, and they will attract what they need as a representation. And remember that when we say permission slip, it simply means that you're the one raising your vibration and shifting to a consensus reality where more people already exist that are on a higher vibratory level. You never change the world you're in. You shift to a world that's already reflective of the change you've made within yourself. You shift billions of times a second. That's how you create the side effect you call time and space and change and discovery. If you weren't shifting through parallel realities billions of times a second, you would have absolutely no experience of change whatsoever. Everything would be a frozen snapshot like this. Or perhaps like this. Or maybe like this. But you have to, like frames on a film strip, actually project your consciousness like the light of the projector through a multitude of frames per second in order to actually experience the illusion of any particular time stream. But you're shifting actually all over the map. You're actually jumping from film strip to film strip to film strip to film strip, frame to frame to frame to frame, billions of times per second. All you need to do to guide yourself in the direction that works best for you is the simple formula. Act to the best of your ability on your highest excitement in whatever form it comes in every moment that you can out of all the options available to you. Act on the most exciting one. Take it as far as you can until you can take it no further. And continue to do that every moment with absolutely zero insistence, assumption, or expectation as to what the outcome of that action ought to be. If you just stick to that formula, you will automatically, unerringly guide yourself through the sequence of parallel realities that represents the reflection that is best for you. That's it. That's the formula. That's how it works. That's the physics. That's it.